The Navy midshipmen taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Entering play call screen.
Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Hodges. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping. We'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game. Keeping your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Wyatt, this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
If you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. You've got an athletic advantage at that position.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws to the back. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The offense goes to see them, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TV.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Give to the fullback. Nice move to keep running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Got room to work. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders here to make the stop. Navy now facing third and short. Give to the big fullback. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, midshipman! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown!
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets' speed? He just turns it on. 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Goes to the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it as a 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll give it to the back. Slithers into space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's locked. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Enter RPO.
Man
Page.
down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be
Option.
checked out.
Verdict. Wiggle slant.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Carr. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Entering
One thing this team has shown
Coach
earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off some fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game. You've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hodges. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man downfield. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Offense trying to go some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The give to the big fullback. Can't get him to the ground. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Looking for a crease. It's Price. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that drive. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown by the Irish.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, but still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Here they're trying to get to the edge. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go pitch, trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Fullback's got it. Got a little space. There he goes. Got the first down and more. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Here comes the option. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. A large largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer.
Cover 9. Formation. Over G. There are 2 categories. You have 24 options.
Talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Spread.
Rides the back and leaves it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The brigade celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising. Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
Run it with the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Punt is on its way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Price. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Inside zone.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football. And we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Spread.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hutchison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Navy will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Using his legs, it's Price. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking for the goal line, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Entering play call.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Categories. You have 15 options.
And he tacks on the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hodges.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Give to the fullback. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Suggestions.
Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Rushes on him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Snagged in the middle, it's Kent. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Entering play call.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. Runs through the tackle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Midshipmen come to the line, facing third and short.
Spread.
On the option. That just never had a chance to take control of the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Motion from the back. Trying play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
To the air, it's Carr. Hauls it in. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start the third quarter with the run. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Pauling. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. And you've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it.
Entering play call,
Touchdown,
coach
Navy!
suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Touchdown, 5 yards. Fired in from the red zone for the score. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart. Nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks that have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Zings it complete to the right.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys have got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Got his man quickly. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There are 6 categories.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sim pressure 3.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Spread.
Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Spread.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Quick strike complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
There are 6
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catches, big fella.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Yeah, you see running backs in today's football play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pierce the pressure. They get to him as he throws.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with this target.
Punt is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Makes the grab. It's Pauling. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's live. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. And we'll... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going back on this.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quickly to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug-meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Double slant stick.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Inside.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Quarterback making adjustments. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he made the extra point without problem.
14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hodges. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give to the fullback. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Suggestions. There are 6 categories.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll leave it with him. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Coach suggestions.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Now on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance.
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
There are 6 categories.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
6 categories.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll try to get outside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
6 categories.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle, and they need to find something that they do really, really well, and running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
To the air, it's Horvath. He's got the back in the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking for a gap. It's Chapman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Play call.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
There are 6 categories.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Splits the uprights. It's good.
Play call. You have
and they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To throw, it's Carr. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coach and staff you can build on for next week's game.
And here comes the Navy offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Spread.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Kent. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Slings it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
Entering play
Perhaps
call,
a touchdown
coach
saving tackle at the
6
17.
categories.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll run the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Spread.
He'll ride his man on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long.
Spread.
To the air, it's Horvat. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit.
Entering play call, you have 7 options.
Tweaked a little bit of their way with their
return left is selected.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Got room at the 35. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down.
You have 12 options.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Finds a little space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting...
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson.
It's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They'll run the screen. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
There are 6 categories.
I don't love the play call. This juncture of the game, you're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kent. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down.
6 categories.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. This game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun to Give, looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Empty bunch wide.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Entering play call, empty bunch wide. There are 15 categories. You have 9 options. Drive wheel is
Even with
selected.
this lead, they'll throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking.
Entering weekly event summary screen. Entering by